This is how the final setup is going to look like. We did what I wanted to do with the prints, which we have these magnetic clips. They're just there to support the back of the print so it doesn't lean backwards too much, and they were so hard to find because it's back to school and everyone needs them for their lockers, but we went to like $4 stores and finally found it. But as you can see, the prints are now laying upwards more, and it just looks a lot better. You can see it when you walk up, when you're further away, so it's just nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about the self-serve mini prints, but we're gonna try here because it's a smaller event and we'll see how it goes. Menu items have stars with numbers on them on all the keychains, the accessories, and the bigger prints here. One of the main things I need to finish, like organizing things by these numbers so that it's very easy for us. One of the issues I had here is that half of the $7 goodies for stationery is on the other acrylic bin. Easiest way for me to solve the problem was to say that these are $7 and then everything else here is $4, and I'm hoping it will work because that means stuff here to here is $7, but we'll see how confused people get or not. We removed the enamel pins down here so they're just easier to grab. Also, these are all on top of another one of the same container, so as you can see here, we just have these 3 white thingies here, and these keep things from slipping, so I always use them under my crates and stuff, and you can find them easily at the dollar store, very cheap. And I just cut them up to the size I need them. You can find them in the kitchen section. Now all the buttons have a backing on it. This was the best solution I had, so I had to put extra work to do this, but it's okay because I already kind of designed something a couple of years ago for the backing for buttons, so all I had to do was redesign it and figure out where the holes went for the back. This is how the back looks like, just so the button stays on there. Acrylic coasters here, and then we have my hair clips and my handmade hair clips here. This is basically almost all the hair bows I have. I didn't make as many, but yeah, this is what we have, and it works. Like, it feels what it needs to feel. These two panels here, this one has the freebies that I'm going to have for the upcoming in-person events. One is the glitter sticker sheet of the Pika stickers I made, and then these are the Love and Deep Space stickers that I've been working on. They're 3-inch stickers and they come in a set. So if you buy $30 or more, you get one of the two, and then if you buy $50 or more, you get the snack bag. Or you could also just buy the snack bag by itself for $12. I think this is a very smart idea. The business cards was one of the very last things I thought about, and I almost forgot about them. But as you can see, there's no space for it on the table. Like, literally every part of it is taken out. And then I thought, you know, we're using magnetic everything, so why not just do this? We just have the magnets in the back, so they're being held by these hooks. So why not just use this empty space, because we have like a little bit of space here for this, which is really, really cool. So figuring out the table and the setup is literally completely done, which I'm very happy about. I'm happy with how the setup looks like. The main thing now before the event is to organize everything so they match the numbers that we put up for each product, so that when someone requests a certain number, it's easy to find it. And a few other things that I've already done is I washed my tablecloth, I charged my screen reader, and I also checked the app, because I don't vend as much as other people, so I always make sure I check the app so that if there is an update, then the update is done. Also do inventory. I'm not bringing that many products. Every time I think that I'm going to be done, there's still like 500 other little things I need to do. We found our table is like 8:06. We are literally right in front of the exit, so when people exit the store, they will see us here. We have another table here. Also, this is the first time to have these tables here. I think there are guests in like other stores from here, but yeah, we're gonna get started on setting up our table. It is now 2:34, and yeah, it's been very, very slow. I don't know if we're gonna do good compared to the other years we did. A little stressed, but we'll see how it goes by the end of the day. It is now a week since the event, so let's talk about it. I didn't film as much as I usually would for two reasons. The main reason was, one, because my mother-in-law was with us now, so I didn't have as much space in the back to utilize. But on to that as well, our setup takes up the whole table now. I used to be able to put my camera in the back without using the actual like long tripod, because I was able to pull out one of the boxes a little bit from the grid cubes, and I would have a little bit of space from the table to help hold my camera up. Well, I can't do that anymore. One of the plans before the event was to figure out where my camera would go, but in the end we obviously didn't take time to do that. So yeah, I don't know how easy it is gonna be to film for events. I might have to pull out the large tripod that I usually don't take with me. And then number 2, I was really stressed out at this event because I thought that I would not make table back. 3 hours into the event, I had only made 2 cells, and it wasn't even enough to cover table, and table was not even that much. Regardless of how this event went, this is an event I would always do because the table is not expensive and it's only one day and it's very close. So the cost to do this event is not that much. I'm not exactly sure how many more vendors there were from last year, but this year I did not do as well. But later on, when it got closer to the end of the event, it did pick up some. One of the goals I had, other than making table bag, was hoping that someone would buy a desk mat, and someone did. So I'm super excited. So one of the desk mats has a new home, and I really love it when customers come back and they give me updates of the products that they bought from me and how they've used them. There was someone who came back and they had bought my Moon Cat hair clips at a DogeCon. They told me that they love the hair clips and that they wear them all the time, so they came and bought my Froggo hair clips. I also bought one of the handmade hair clips that I made a while back. I was able to sell 2 of the handmade hair clips, which I'm really happy about. The little clips that, you know, open like this and close like this, you know, those take a really long time. So I don't plan to really make that many of those. For the actual hair bows, I was able to sell a couple that I've never sold before, which I'm really happy about. I had one of the really long tail red bows left, and that one finally sold, so I don't plan to make any more really long tail bows. So if you have one of those, you are one of the few, I think maybe 6, that have that design. After the 3 hours, which was around 1 p.m, I was like, I'm not even going to make table. It was just very stressful. Let's talk about how it went overall. I'm going to be looking down because I have my information on my notebook. So in total, I did 13 sales at this event, and 9 of it was in cash and 4 with card. The square total was $109, and then the fee was $2.77. My fee was the table plus the extra clips I bought to help hold the prints up, and that was around $11. So in total it was $51. So that would be $220 in profit. So even though it was stressful, like I said, in the end, this event is always going to be very good for me as long as I make profit. You know, when you've been there for a couple hours and you haven't at least made table, like, it gets kind of concerning. VidCon is coming up soon in about 2 weeks, so everything that's already been packed, I reorganized it, because when we tear everything down, like, it's chaos, it's a mess. We're done with the end of the day. We just want to go home as fast as possible. So earlier this week, I took the time to go through everything, reorganize it nicely, label all the boxes, so when we have to pack up again after VidCon, it won't be as stressful. I also remade some things that I sold so that we're good for that. So VidCon prep is literally done, except that I need to make more bows. So that would be what I would be doing all until VidCon. I have also been working on some artwork that is going to be for the Quebec City Comic Con. So I'm not going to talk about that until it's closer, so y'all will hear about that around then. My room is still a mess. I don't know if y'all can see it. I haven't actually came to like reorganize everything. I will do that after this vlog is out so that I can make a whole mess again when I start making hair bows for the next 2 conventions. That would be it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!